These are the Tarot and Oracle forecasts for the month of November 2018. They have a look at the broad energies, the overarching energies that will touch on most of your lives in some way or another, most likely. It could tell the entire story or not. So if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or even to subscribe to the weekly heads-up readings for your star sign, they're very affordable, please go to the website. The links will show in the box below. So Cancer, we're going to start with your relationship, move on to your success reading, and finish up with your happiness reading. The relationship reading applies to any important relationship reading. Despite the fact that I've used the romance angel cards, it can also just be a platonic or very good partnership. Right, so what's written on the card, separation says time apart from your partners on the horizon. Pay attention to red flags, signs are cautioning you. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And your tarot card for this particular deck is called Heaven and Earth. It's number 11. So what we see here is, and the messages that come with this, is that one reason or another, you and your partner will spend time apart this month. It might be that one of you is particularly busy. It might be that one of you goes away for a particular reason. That bit about paying attention to the red flags, there's a little bit of a problem here. There's a bit of a hiccup here where this is concerned. Calling in your soulmate is to me a reminder of the soulmate energy you have with this partner. To remember it, to call on it to keep the relationship stable. And that keep an open mind is about perhaps not jumping to conclusions. And I got that feeling throughout the reading when I was pulling the cards. Don't jump to conclusions. It was a very clear message for you. That Heaven and Earth tarot card is about aligning mind and soul. That's a very clear message there. So materialistically or earthly happenings and situations will occur, but you need to align your soul with what's happening. That includes not jumping to conclusions. That includes your soul being the one that is seeing clearly what's happening on the earthly level where relationships are concerned. That's a very clear message coming through. And if you're looking for a relationship in the month of November, it's a case of call someone in at this time. Be very clear about what it is that you're actually looking for. It's not a case of making a list of what the person must be. It's a case of being clear with yourself about what this relationship is going to be to you. Why are you wanting it? What purpose is it going to serve in your life? And then keeping an open mind as to who comes in. Because a tick list could very well be something that doesn't line up with what you actually truly want and need. And that is what is actually going to be coming in your life in the way of a partner. The separation part of that and watching for red flags is, I think those of you that have just come out of a partnership, wait a little bit before you jump into the next one, because there's obviously someone very specific that could really be ideal for you. But if you kind of just jump into the very next relationship that comes your way because you're desperate to have someone in your life, you're lonely. One feels like that after relationships. You could be missing out on someone that, if you kept an open mind about all of this, could be very specifically what you need and want. Now for the success part of your reading, and this applies to any area of your life, your family life, your goals, your aspirations, your career, your projects. The tarot card you get is the Nine of Fire, the Tower, and the Magician. And from another deck you get the Seven of Water. Now the Nine of Fire in this particular deck speaks about not jumping, here we come again, not jumping to conclusions. It's just such a strong message for you guys. And not jumping to the next or to a reaction and just going for that because at the time, you thought that's what you're going to do because of a reaction to something. Because the Tower says that things are going to be shifted completely in your life. Your foundations are going to be shifted. But the Magician says, but you're going to have everything at your disposal to deal with this and to manifest and to create that which you truly want. So don't, when things are shifting and when the ground underneath you is really unstable, don't just jump to the nearest conclusion or jump to the nearest response or reaction to something. Wait. Use what you have. Use your wisdom, use your resources, use your prayers, your meditations, whatever it may be. Use your physical abilities, whatever the case may be. You've got what it needs to work through this and actually get what you want out of it. And that Seven of Water very much speaks about going with the flow. Look how she's got her eyes shut and you can see the stream coming past her. And she's really relaxed. Her third eye's open, so she's receiving messages from her higher self. And that's an important part. We saw that. You need to receive messages from your higher being, your inner being, spirit. So there's a more of a sort of a cautionary word here to flow with where life is directing you, and it is going to really be directing you in the month of November, not to jump to conclusions and jump to reactions of what to do, but to know you have everything at your disposal to deal with whatever comes along, and go with the flow, and don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Go with the flow. Now your happiness cards, and you get your tea leaf fortune telling cards and one white lion leadership card. Your tea leaf fortune cards is the rainbow, which says the most difficult part of the situation is over. So right off the bat, a situation has already sort of got to the summit of that hill, and it's downhill from now. Speaking in the way of it's easier, right? There's a period of prosperity and abundance, the bird says. The dolphin says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So there's reward here as well. It's monetary, it's earthly, it's abundance of an earthly nature that's coming your way. You will get advice from a friend, the dog barking says. The peacock says, beware of great pride. This is the part where I think you're going to jump to conclusions, is either your feelings are hurt, your pride is hurt, or there's fear in there somewhere, and that is beware of reacting from a position of pride. Someone is leaving your life. Someone that has played a role in your life is going. So for some of you, this could very well be a permanent breakup, a permanent departure. It's not a surprise. I don't see a surprise. Perhaps the timing is a surprise because the Tower is involved here. Although with all these cards that I see, it's for you a case of it's just a big change in your life, a really, really big change. But you have everything you need to cope with life from this way, from now on. Not just cope, to create the kind of life you want. You have it at your disposal. It does say there's unsettled times and you need to plan ahead and seek out information that will help you. So there is definitely an element of going with the flow, definitely. But I think that thing of just reacting, one has to watch for that. At the same time, I think the biggest message is before you react or respond, look for the right information, look for the right road, ask advice, think, meditate, go to professionals for advice on if it's financial matters or whatever the case may be. And that rest card says that despite all this, I think you're in for a rest period. It can be that whatever the situation was, it was taking its toll on you. It was weighing on your mind. It was weighing on your soul and your heart. And now you will eventually get time out from that. But remember that, because that's like the big theme for your month. You're going to get rest and respite from the situation, despite what it seems like at the moment. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.